Welcome to Storytime with Mama V. I'm your host, Victoria, but you can call me Mama V. In this show, we go on storytime adventures where magic exists, where brave knights and courageous princesses come out to play, and where the good always defies evil. Now, get comfy, because storytime is about to begin. Hello, and welcome to Storytime with Mama V. I'm so excited to read to you today. Today, I'm reading Issa's Imagination, written by Rella B. Let's get right into our story. Here we go. In an ordinary little town lived an ordinary girl with extraordinary imagination who dreamed of a better world. Those who knew her called her Issa. She had a mane of curly brown locks. She believed in all things magical and took a candle on all her walks. Animals were always drawn to her, and she loved to be outside and play. Birds and ladybugs would follow her as she daydreamed through the day. One night, she awoke from a dream, a bit startled and afraid. She called her mom to come. "Mommy, I'm scared. Come here, please," and chase the monsters away. "Don't fret, my child. If only they knew how strong, how brave and independent you are, they would turn and run, tucking their tails as they fled very, very far. Next time the monsters come, all you need to say, 'I'm strong, brave, and independent. All monsters, get out of my way.'" Mom hugged her and held her tight. "Be courageous, be bold, be true. You have nothing to fear. Your light shines bright. You'll succeed in everything you do." Issa nodded and laid her head down, snuggling under her covers so deep. She closed her eyes, gently sighed, and soon was fast asleep. In her dreamland, she saw a crocodile. She almost turned to run away, but then she saw the creature smile, and she no longer felt afraid. "I'm a kind crocodile," the creature said, as Issa's eyes widened with surprise. "Whoa! But right now, the jungle needs your help. Will you come to save us?" he cried. "What is it that you need from me?" Issa asked, confused. A small bluebird interjected with glee. "Your light, it must be used. You see, there's a monster that creeps within these parts. He lurks around and whispers and puts fear inside our hearts. We live in fear and in the dark, but now you're here to save us. The end of the beast's reign is near. Life will soon be glorious." Issa looked over the hill, and her heart filled with dread. But determined to help her new pals, she repeated Mom's words in her head. "Crocodile, I will help. Please lead the way." Then Bluebird sang a tune to keep the fear at bay. "Without you, this place would be dark, but you have the candle shining bright. Hold it tight and close to your heart. Let it light up the night. The monster caused this darkness, which covers all of our land. We creatures hide in shadows, too scared to take a stand. But with your light, you might have the power to chase him away." Issa said, "I am strong, brave, and independent. I'll find a way to bring back the day." They began their journey into the dark, drenched night. They walked, climbed, and jumped, while Issa held on to her light. "We're close by," said Bluebird, pointing with a wing. "Inside that cave you will see a dark and dangerous thing." Issa walked closer, slowly approaching the cave. She repeated Mom's words and tried to be brave. At the back of the cave was a door. Issa reached for the handle. Her heart was beating so fast, it was difficult to keep hold of her candle. The door opened, and Issa shrieked, "Ah!" This was worse than she had feared. She dropped her candle, as she saw many fingers through the mist appear. "We are the monsters of your imagination. here to cause chaos and havoc. We're all powerful and knowing. What do you think you are? Heroic?" They all began to scream and shout. "Ah!" Issa thought in panic. "Oh, what can I do?" Then deep inside, she heard Mom's voice. "You are strong, brave, and independent. You." Issa chanted, "I'm strong, brave, and independent." She charged forward, saying, "All monsters, go out of my way." As the figures started to shrink and fade, the eternal night began to shift to day. The cave crumbled. As Issa made her way out, she was shaking with excitement and felt brave. Bluebird sang, "You did it, Issa!" Crocodile smiled and said, "You saved the day!" Issa hugged her newfound friends, and then, awoken by an alarm, emotions raced through her body. She felt as if she had nearly escaped harm. Issa made her way to the kitchen, eager to share her story with Mom, explaining how she was sought out and the exciting adventure that she'd been on. "It was so scary, and I thought I would fail when I struggled to find the strength to shout. But then I remembered that I'm always enough, even when my candle went out." "Dear daughter," Mom said, "this makes me happy to hear. You tackled the monsters head on and were able to face your fear. Repeat after me, and don't you forget these words that you must say. I'm strong, brave, and independent. Today, I saved the day." And with that, Issa realized what she was called to do. She had to become a monster wrangler to protect other kids, just like you. Oh, what a cool story and what a great imagination our Issa has. Thank you so much for listening in. Listen, if you haven't had a chance yet, please share the show with a friend who also likes stories as much as you do. In addition to Issa's imagination, Rella B has a few other books. We featured a couple of other ones on the show, so I'll go ahead and link those in the show notes description. Otherwise, thanks so much for being here, and I will see you on the next episode of Storytime with Mama V. Bye for now.